Hey Charles Bukowski fans, we're on Longwood Avenue in the neighborhood where Charles Bukowski grew up. I'm going to drive right up to it. I don't want to disturb the occupants, but Charles Bukowski lived on this block from 1931 to 1940. And if you remember from Ham and Rye, when the Depression hit, how horrible it was, and all the men were sitting in all the porches angry that the economy was falling around them, falling to pieces, and they all had their Bull Durham tobacco pouches, and tension in the air, and how all the men were unemployed. Well, here's the house, Charles Bukowski fans. Thankfully it's still original. This yellow house on 2122 South Longwood Avenue, and you're looking at the childhood home of Charles Bukowski, and where he suffered those horrible beatings from his dad every day in the bathroom, and where he got that horrible acne vulgaris, and where he was forced to witness the beatings of his mother. Poor guy, the misery that he went through. But I guess all that pain added up to the joy he brought the world, right, Charles Bukowski fans? So luckily the house looks pristine from the 1930s when he lived there. And if you can imagine his dad throwing out all his poems and stories on the front lawn, and how he left and he avoided the draft, and totally anti-establishment, 30 years ahead of his time, huh? And how he would trudge up this street to Venice Boulevard to take the trolley to downtown LA to treat his acne vulgaris, and how he went to LA City College for that summer, and how that guy tried to get him into the Nazi movement. That was hilarious. Well, thankfully it looks pretty much familiar, the same way it did in the 1930s, which is kind of unbelievable because they usually tear down everything, or they put massive walls in LA, or they gut it or whatever. But thankfully this is the way that his neighborhood looked in the 1930s, and where he would run around with his friends. And okay, Charles Bukowski fans, hope you guys appreciate this. Thanks a lot.